I'm Celine and welcome to today's practice. Today we are doing a yoga practice for creativity. So I'm a very creative person and I feel sometimes I get stuck. So in this flow that I created, it's just to kind of get out of your mind and let your imagination run wild. So we can start with sitting on a block or a blanket or anything that you feel comfortable with. Just something to get your kind of spine straight, knees propped up, over your hips, over your knees. Just where you can kind of almost have like a little bit of a power stance. I like sitting on a block because I just feel strong and grounded. So start sitting on a block and place your hand on your heart and one on your belly, whichever feels the most comfortable. So today's practice was really inspired by this picture that I took. It's a picture in nature in Prospect Park. It was a really snowy day. And there were all these reeds and they were like blowing in the wind and the snow was falling, and the shot that I got on my new camera was a really cool perspective showing the front and the back blurry, and one was still and it almost really felt like it captured the movement of the other. So today's yoga for creativity is called the Winds of Winter. So my mom always encourages me to go out and find something beautiful in nature, and it started as a kid of me just finding a little tree or an acorn or a leaf, and now it's kind of developed into that, but also with pictures is how I really find my something beautiful. So if everybody can place your hand on your heart and belly and either close your eyes or just kind of have a soft gaze up front. Sometimes it's uncomfortable to close your eyes right away, but just kind of gaze at something a little ahead of you. And if you can just picture winds of winter, whatever that means to you, whatever image pops up in your mind. First thing, don't judge it. First thing that comes up, that's the winds of winter. What does that mean? It's currently snowing outside now, so it's really pretty to wake up and do this today. And if you can just breathe into your hand and your chest, do a full breath. Try to get that belly to go out as you breathe in, and contract as you breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out, and just think of that image, whether it be a snow, a tree, your apartment, a fire, whatever first comes to mind. Breathe in, and breathe out. And think of the breath expanding on all parts, the front of your belly, the back, the upper ribs, the lower ribs, chest, but a full body breath in and out. And one more, in through the nose, out through the mouth. You can flutter your eyes open, palms in prayer at the chest. And we're also going to do a breathing where we're inhaling. Exhale to let it out, and use your arms the next time above your head. Inhale in, and exhale, come back to prayer. Inhale in, arms up, and exhale back to prayer. Repeat this several times on your own breath. Inhale, exhale, inhale in, exhale out. And now try playing with the pace. Try going a little faster. Inhale in, exhale out, inhale, and slow it down. Place your palms face up on your knees and just see how you feel as you continue to breathe in your own way. Great, now you can remove the block or blanket, bolster, whatever you are on, and come into tabletop position. So here you really want your hips over your knees and your hands splayed out. Rather than falling into the wrists, you really want to push away from your yoga mat. So instead of sinking in, you're pushing your shoulders away and you're using all of your fingertips. So you're not just putting all the weight into your wrists. So really claw through the fingertips. Have your shoulders over your wrists. Push away. Push towards the tops of the feet. Suck in the core. Push the navel up, the belly button up into the spine. And really just feel what this feels like to have the neutral spine at first. Where you're pushing away. You're using your core. And you're using the tops of the feet. Every part of your body is engaged. Then we're going to move through some simple cat-cow on your breath. So first, you're going to drop the belly, expand the chest. As you breathe in, and as you breathe out, contract the navel up like a cat in the spine. Breathe out, and breathe in, cow. Breathe out, cat. And really think about how many different ways you can move your spine as you're going through. Even the teeniest little vertebrae, makes a difference. You can even play with bending through your arms, just anything that's playful as you're doing this, to just explore what it feels like in your body for your pelvis and your spine to switch between these two positions. You can go as fast or as slow as you want. You can bring it into circles, hip circles, whatever your body's feeling in the moment. Just exploring the spine and your breath and what it feels like to expand and contract. Great. Now put your toes together and put your knees as wide as the mat. We're going to go down into extended child's pose. So you really want to think about hinging your hips all the way back, keeping the chest up at first, and keeping active hands. So really claw through those fingertips, press into the hands, and then contract back down. Forehead on the ground if you can get there. You can always use a block. It's more comfortable. Whatever feels best in your body. And really think about sending those hips back as you're pushing energy forward. And just breathe. I like this because you can really feel your belly on the tops of your thighs. You can really feel it expand as you breathe in and contract as you breathe out. Great. We're going to come up to tabletop again and start to go into our first down dog. So get that good foundation that you had in the beginning. Again, you're pressing into your hands, the tops of your fingertips, your shoulder blades are pushing away from your spine. Your core is engaged. Curl the toes and lift the hips up and back into down dog. Since this is the first down dog, really just pedal your feet out. Do what feels good. Continuing to breathe in and out. How I kind of like to get into it sometimes is I'll bend my knees and lift my hips up to feel what that feels like, and then press it back into the heels so I'm really feeling what that's like in the body. Keep your chest open as you look down. Don't hunch and crunch, but keep everything open. And breathe in and out in your down dog. Okay, now you're going to bend your knees, look forward and hop or walk to the top of your mat. Stay in this bent knees position and just kind of fold down and really bent knees. You're not worried about trying to straighten anything. You're just getting into bent knees. Let's see what that feels like. And breathe. And then halfway lift. It can be here where your hands touch the ground. Up here, as long as we just want your hips going back, your spine straight, flat back, and everything's just in a nice line. As you reach, inhale, and exhale and fold. Again, as much bent knees as you want in this first one. Just waking up the body. Then you're going to ground through your feet, use your core, bend your knees, and really root to rise all the way up. Take your time. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Shoulders come back, up and down. And just see what it feels like without adjusting at all in your body. How did your first mountain pose feel? And then if something feels off, without looking, just try to maybe adjust your stance to where you really feel your feet under you, everything is stacked up. Your pelvis is tucked under in a neutral spine, you're not out here, you're really pressing it into the floor down. Your core is tight and then lifting up through the chest, and the shoulders are back. And just breathe. Now we're going to do the same thing we did on the ground with our arms up into prayer on our breath, standing up. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms to prayer. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms to prayer. We're going to pick up the pace. Inhale, arms up. Exhale. And slow it down. One more. Float your arms down and just see how that feels in your body now. Continuing to breathe. Great, so now we're going to lift up and bend to forward fold, dive down, come to your halfway, whatever that is, and forward fold. Place your palms on the ground, step your right foot back, your left foot back into plank. Again with this foundation, the same thing. You don't want to just go into your wrists, you want to claw through the fingertips, push away from the yoga mat. Send your feet reaching back. Don't dip, don't lift your hips up. You really want that neutral line, and the way to get that is to really suck in the core, keep your rib cage down, and your navel up into your spine. From here, we're going to play with that little imagery of a wind or a wave in winter. And we're going to go from plank, lift the hips up and back into downward dog on your own breath. So we're going to move between these two as fast or slow with whatever image of winds or waves comes up into your mind. As you lift up and back and up and over into plank. It's like you have a big hurdler here and you're trying to go over the hurdle and then come back around to the barrel. I'm like a horse barrel, whatever. I'm a horse girl. Okay. Do a couple more with your breath. Inhale. And then put the knees down, toes together, knees as wide as the mat, back into that extended child's pose. And just breathe. Each time you breathe, think about just sinking back more, the hips going towards the back of your mat. Arms reaching forward and just melting into the earth. Great, come back up to tabletop. Curl the toes under into down dog. And we're going to move through a little flow. So everyone, lift your right leg up into three-legged dog. Have your toes pointing down. And bring it straight through to low lunge. Now you're going to drop the left knee down, and you're going to use that core that we're talking about, the rib cage down, the navel towards the belly button. You're going to use that energy. It's what's going to bring your arms up and lift you up into crescent lunge. So rather than coming from here, or you need to have a strong foundation. So really think of pressing into this foot, pressing into the top of the back foot, using the core to engage you. That's what's bringing you up. And then we're going to have angel wings, one of my faves. So you're going to have the arms open wide like this. So it's a great chest and heart opener. And look to the sky. And breathe in and out. And cartwheel the hands back up. Lift the left foot up. Step the right foot back and go from that plank wave into the down dog. Now from here we're going to take my favorite breath. It's a lion's breath. So everybody breathe in and breathe out. Let your tongue out. 2 more times. Breathe in through the nose And out through the mouth, tongue out. This time shake your head and get wild. Pretend you're a kid. Don't worry about it being judged. It's like you're a kid in class making faces. Breathe in and tongue out. Breathe out. Great, now we're doing the same on the other side. Left foot up, three-legged dog, left toes pointed down. Step the left foot through. Put that right knee back down on the ground and use your core to lift you up and over. And again, if you don't really want to sink into it too far where your lunge is, where your knee is over your ankle, you want to make sure that you're using that core, that is what's giving you the stability and you're not just sinking into it. So again, bring your arms up and spread those angel wings. You can flutter the hands. Anything that's windy, wavy, movementy, getting you out of your head. And just breathe. Having that heart open to the sky. You really want the elbows pressing back. Should feel really good around your chest. Great. Cartwheel the hands down. Lift the back toes. Step the left foot back. Wave from plank to down dog. And our 3 lions breaths. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Last one. Breathe in and out. Great. All right. Now we're going to do a little mini flow that we're going to repeat 3 times, each time doing something a little bit different, and you get more and more comfortable so you can do it in your own body and kind of create your own finesse to it. So we're going to start, again, 3-legged dog, right foot up, weight is in the left heel. Bring the leg forward, pivot that left foot just a little bit. Use that same strength, that same core that we used in the crescent to pull you up into warrior 1. Open up into warrior 2. Turn that left foot, the left toes out, and really sink into it. Have the pinkies back, press the pinkies back, and feel that strong warrior that comes with this pose. Great, peaceful warrior. Left hand can wrap around the tops of the thighs. Just get this great side body stretch. Cartwheel the hands down, pivot the back foot, press the left palm into the ground and easy twist your way up, the right arm up to the sky. Think about drawing your 2 thighs in together to really help you have that foundation so you can twist and turn your body and open up the heart. And bring the right palm back down. You guessed it, plank to down dog. Put the right foot back and away from plank into down dog. Again on the left side. Left foot up. Through to low lunge. Pivot the right foot. Use the core up into warrior 1. And open into warrior 2. Feel that strength. That lion strength. Peaceful warrior. Cartwheel. Pivot the back toes, right palm into the earth, and peel the left arm up into easy twist. Zip those thighs together to really help you have that core foundation so you can open up. Great. Left hand back down to plank to down dog. All right, this time we're going to move through it really slow. And I want you to imagine you're moving through like butter or molasses or something that really means you need to like press and move through. All right, right leg up, low lunge, pivot the back foot, warrior 1. Use this with your arms. What would that feel like to go through butter or molasses? And open up into warrior 2. Peaceful warrior. Cartwheeling it. Pivot the foot. Easy twist. Sticky, 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 sticky. And back down. And roll through to down dog. Now play something different of how it would feel in butter and molasses with your left foot over, pivot, warrior one. Open into warrior two. Press. Peaceful warrior. Cartwheel back down and an easy twist. Pulling up. Great. Back down and down dog. Last one. This one is going to move a little quicker and be more light and airy, like we are moving through the wind. The winds of winter. All right, right foot back up. Low lunge. What would it feel like to really be light rather than that heavy molasses? See if what that feels like in your body, thinking light versus heavy. Peaceful warrior. Cartwheel. Easy twist. And back down. Last side to play. Left foot up, winding and waving through the wind. Warrior one. Warrior two. Peaceful warrior. Cartwheel. Easy twist. Just fun to get out of your head. Plank to down dog. All right, great. Again, press your down dog, press your heels, really feel it through. Bend your knees, look up to the front and step or hop to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold, and root to rise for mountain pose. Get you off your wrist for a second. Great, we're gonna play with a little bit of balancing. So, winds of winter, gonna play with a tree. So if you can put your legs together and shift your weight, just see what it's like to have your feet both on the floor. What that feels like, and then just so slightly without even moving. See what it feels like to shift your weight into your left foot. See if you can do it without moving your body. And then from there, you can have your tree be here, or all the way here, whatever's more comfortable for you. Okay. Now with tree, you really want to think of you're pressing your right foot against your left thigh. Pressing your left thigh against your right foot. So that's what's making the foundation. You're thinking down and then up, lift it up. So the ribs are in, the navel's to the back of the spine. You're really sucking everything in so that you have a strong foundation, and that's what's gonna help with the balancing as well as looking at one spot. So from here you can be with your hands at prayer, or if you're feeling it today, hands up. And again, just play with the tiniest of movement of a wind. It can be a little sway. If you're here, it's just maybe moving the fingertips, just something that just little. And if you fall, okay, come back up. But again, if you use that core, that's what's going to keep you up. Think down to come up. Great, and then shake out that left leg. Mountain. See what it feels like to shift your weight into your right foot without changing your stance. And then from there, find your tree. Connect to your center, connect to your core. Press your right thigh into your left heel and your left heel into your left thigh. Grounding, lifting, hands at prayer. Or to the sky. Ooh, breezy tree today. Okay. And just play with a tiny bit of movement if you want. If not, totally cool. And a little windy tree. Great. Shake that out. And we're gonna wind down. So come back up to the top of your mat. Lift up and dive down. Half lift. Forward fold, palms back, your last plank into down dog. Feel that wave. Take a deep breath in and out. and in, and out. Put your knees to the ground, back up into tabletop. Let's play with cat-cow and just see how that feels now that your body's a little bit more warm and you've been a little playful. What does it mean? Each time it's different. Great, come to an easy seat. Cross-legged. Lift your arms up to the sky and you're going to twist right. So your right hand is going behind you, your left hand is on the top of your thigh. And breathe in, lift, and out to twist. Breathe in again, and out to twist. Great, come back to center, switch your legs, whichever's the one more uncomfortable, you're not go-to, cross-legged. Sit up nice and tall, and breathe in, and out, twist. Right hand to the top of your left thigh, left hand to the back of the mat. Breathe in, and out, twist. Make your way to your back. Windshield wiper the legs from side to side. This should feel good on your hips and your low back. Stretch them out. Letting them do their thing. And then bring your knees into your chest. Kind of rock from side to side. This should really feel good on your low back. As you teeter-totter from side to side. Breathing. Slowing it down. You're going to keep your right knee into your chest and send your left leg out long. Hug that knee into the chest, and then using your core, you're going to peel yourself up and try to touch your nose to your knee. But you're keeping your chest very open, shoulder crunching, and your neck is soft, so you can look up to the ceiling. And head back down. Then use your left arm to guide your right leg over your body for a supine twist. Take your right arm out to the right and look to the right. Watching the snow fall, it's really pretty. And back up to center. Both knees, hug them into your chest. Keep that left leg tugged in, right leg going down long. Slowly peel, use your core and strength to peel you up. Kiss. And back down. Left leg over for a supine twist. Reach your left arm long and look to the left. Just gonna melt into the floor. See what that feels like, your back, whatever part of the floor is touching the floor. Just melt into it. Great, come back up to center. Hug your knees into your chest. One last movement before we relax. Any last movement you want to take? I always like a happy baby. So your hands grab the outer edges of your feet. And you try to have your tailbone to the front of your mat. As you pull down on your legs. And you can rock and play. Great. Knees into the chest. One leg out. Other leg out. Hand on your belly and your chest, and take 2 deep breaths in and out. And this one, breathe in and big sigh it out. And you can either leave your hands here or stretched out as you slowly drift into Shavasana or Shavasana, as my husband likes to say. if you find it hard because your mind is racing a million ways and it's hard, just try to think of one thing that you're grateful for and focus on that. Just let that thought come, I'm grateful for, and let it pass. To wiggle the fingers and the toes. Deep breath in and out as you wiggle. And come to one side in fetal position. And take your time coming up. Find that first seat that we took together on your block pillow. And again, bring one hand to your heart and one to your belly. Close your eyes and just think of that first image that you thought of in the beginning of class of winter, winds of winter. Just breathe that image in and out. And in. Hands come to a prayer. Thank you for spending your time with me and letting your creative side run free. I hope that that goes with you through the rest of the day. If you're ever stuck, just do a lion's breath. It'll change you. So thank you for practicing with me. Breathe in, namaste. Have a good day.